Well, you know, it's been another crazy week. Today is a beautiful day and finally feels like fall. Yet this week has been about another hurricane. Michael devastated parts of Florida and Georgia, and we in southeastern North Carolina experienced some of the wind and rain remnants. It could have been much worse, but the latest storm, on the heels of Hurricane Florence less than a month ago, had lots of us, including myself, feeling very, very stressed. Honestly, all the talk of more rain and wind earlier in the week was a little unnerving. Our experience last month has also given us additional sadness and compassion for the difficulties of those in Florida, as well as those still affected here. My heart, and I am sure yours as well, is breaking for those who lost everything and for those who are having to rebuild their lives, whether here or in other places along the East Coast. I confess that I had a little trouble finding the words to share with you this week. Yet, as I watched the weather yesterday, and as the winds began to slow last night, and my stress began to diminish a little bit, I thought about God's promises, the promises upon which we always stand. The one that stuck for me was Genesis 9. When the first major storm was over, the storm that flooded the entire world, we read this: "Then God said, I am giving you a sign of my covenant with you and with all living creatures, for all generations to come. When I send clouds over the earth, the rainbow will appear in the clouds, and I will remember my covenant with you and with all living creatures. Never again will the flood waters destroy all life. When I see the rainbow in the clouds, I will remember the eternal covenant between God and every living creature on earth." Then God said to Noah, "Yes, this rainbow is the sign of the covenant I am confirming with all creatures on earth." No, I didn't see a rainbow yesterday or even today, but God has given us promises, and they are good even if we don't see the evidence, and we call that faith. So as the storms leave us to clean up and continue to rebuild, we do so knowing that God's promises are true and we can trust God always. I've asked Amy and Teresa to conclude this week's Pastor on the Porch with a song of assurance and the great truth that through all the storms of life, we have learned that God can be trusted. Yes, through it all, we have learned to depend upon our God. Enjoy, and God bless.